that's kind of the end of the questions that I kind of thought would be useful to kind of ask you, but I wonder if there's anything else you think we should know about peatlands, or if you've got anything else you'd like to share with us.
Yes, thanks, Olivia. Yes, as I said earlier, the peatlands are really our Cinderella habitat. They suffer from being invisible. They're hidden underground. So ground with peatland beneath looks just like much other ground. And yet it does so much for us. It contains all this carbon. It provides clean water. It prevents flooding. It contains a biodiversity which is so distinctive. All of our carnivorous plants, all of our sundews and so on, so they survive by eating insects because there isn't enough nitrogen in the surface of a peatland. All of this sort of very special biodiversity, it all relies on these peatlands, and they are our biggest semi-natural habitat by far. Yet most people don't even know they exist. They don't realize that they may live next door to a peatland. They are our invisible treasure. More people can learn about these peatlands, for which our islands are actually famous globally. The blanket bog environment, the blanket bog landscape, is not something you will find in many other places across the world. So the more people can learn about these peatlands and learn to value them, because if you can't see something, how can you value it? Then, I think the better our peatlands will actually be looked after and treasured in the future. And it's worth just pointing out that the flow country in the far north of Scotland was identified as this bleak, worthless landscape in the 80s, and therefore was subject to massive afforestation, and this was going to create a whole new economy. It didn't, but that area is now so valued across the world that it's been put forward by the UK as our first natural World Heritage Site.
Wow. So
a peatland system could be our first World Heritage Site for nature. That's how important these places are. So we need to learn to value them.